Yeah, when we first tried the Alliedstar, it was one of the original generations, and that was probably a year and a half ago, and we were very, very impressed. We test everything. We test a lot of scanners around the world, and we were impressed with the Alliedstar right off the bat for two reasons. One, it was really, really easy to use as a first-time user and put it in your hand. We noticed that it had a really good depth of view, so it didn't matter if you were too close to the teeth or far away. It had a broad range, and it still picked up data really, really easily. And then the second thing that really impressed us was, the computer that we tested it on was not a high-powered computer at all. So we immediately, kind of started thinking like, wow, what a great solution for potentially chair side at every single chair, because the computer requirements were not as high as some of the other scanners that we had tested in the past. So that's what originally intrigued us with Alliedstar made us go down this journey. Over the last 6 months, I would say we've implemented a little over 25 scanners, and just to get some initial feedback from our customers. And so far it's been really good, really positive. The doctors and the offices that have it so far in our testing group, they've all commented on the ease of adoption and how easy it is to scan with this scanner. So far so good. Ease of use is hands down probably the number one thing I would focus on. Some scanners on the market, they need to be right on top of the teeth or really close or very close to the object. Others you want more of a hover type because you need to be a little bit further away. You have to constantly change angles to maybe pick up some of the detail in the margins and stuff. But one of the things that we've just really noticed is that the scanner for our first-time user just really picks up data really well. It does an excellent job with soft tissue. It does an excellent job with metal, and just overall, it's been a scanner that we're super excited about because we think that the market is going to be really it's going to be adapted by the market very easily because it doesn't require the same level of training that we've had with some of the other scanners that we've played with in the past.
First of all, for our conversation, I think it's always good to share some information and knowledge. We came up with Alliedstar with the company 2 years ago almost.
2 years ago.
But with the first step is
when we first introduced the
A100. The A100.
Yeah.
And the reason was simply that we have been looking for easy to use, open STL and open scan system in terms of the strategy behind the company, to be open-minded, to be open with data, but also to be with one good handpiece and equipment stuff. And this is almost 2 years ago with the AS100, was quite successful.
After we have started the cooperation, you have hundreds of installations in Germany already with our Alliedstar intraoral scanner. What are those users' common feedback or their main feedback on the scanner?
I think the first what we got, especially with the AS100, and we have been surprised of that, was the speed. The speed and the handling. Handling means you have no mirrors at the tip. You can put it on the occlusion, absolutely, can move it. It's easy to use. You don't need to have a bunch of education and lesson stuff. You just put it on your hand, and it's a kind of intuitive handling. That was the point. The second one, that's the feedback from our clients. They already had a unit. So we are selling since 2014 scanners. I think seriously 2014, almost 10 years. And for sure, this group of people was looking for an additional scanner in their workflow. And those people said the reliability is amazing. So begins with the kind of proof that you have no issues with the USB connection. The wires are stable. The handling of the data is stable. And even the progress in software solutions that Alliedstar is going to provide is stable. What I mean is that the customer gets a ear, and the feedback will be get into new features, or if so, some upgrades and updates to fix something what is as a request by the client. And I think that was the feedback from many of our already trained scanner users. For the beginners, for the starters, it's the same, just plug and play. And that's great, you know?
Functions and features that you like most?
I think the most important thing is the the hardware, the intraoral scanner, combined with the Scan Pro software together. It's very easy handling for me as dentist and for my employees over here. It's very easy. So it takes maybe a half hour to show the employees how it works. And it's done for me. So it's less time for me to share with scanning. It's much more better.
So you mentioned that handling, comfort, and also easy to use.
Yes.
Well, regarding the...
And just for us here in my office, and after scanning a patient, it's very easy to continue the workflow. Also with the laboratory. It's just a very closed system and very easy to handling. We have used many other systems.
Yes, with 100 we have now 1 year approximately of use. We are very happy with the use. My staff is very happy because it's a very interesting intraoral scanner. We can compare, with many different scanners in our office, and we use this like a principal scanner for the facility. With the 100 we are very happy. It's so easy to use that for the staff it's crazy if you compare with another softwares. And with 200 unit, this is crazy when you use this scanner for the patient. The patient it's watching in the TV what you're scanning, and you can do a very good communication with the patient. And with our staff the same. You can use in different rooms, and it's very versatile and very interesting. So we love this machines for the facility. With this money, you have an option like this. Okay, and in this price, around this price, this is one of the most interesting options that you can buy in this price, because if not, you need to go to another budget. Okay, but in this price, this is one of the best solutions that you can find to the market. I don't know if in another countries in Chinese market, but in Europe, I'm sure that this is one of the best tools with this price, if not the best, but in the top 5, I'm sure.